everybody, welcome back to Swiftlessons for another lead guitar tutorial. Today I'm jamming on this vintage 1965 Gibson SG, the perfect guitar to teach a little AC/DC on. I just put some TLC into this guitar, conditioned the fretboard, and also restrung it using Elixir strings, which have a great classic warm tone, and they also last a long time. So together, we're going to be learning Angus Young's classic licks that you hear on You Shook Me All Night Long. This is a great solo for intermediate players because it's extremely melodic, making it easy to remember, and even more importantly, it's going to teach you the common soloing positions that we hear time and time again in blues and rock music. So let's take a close look at the fretboard and get started learning some licks. Okay, a close look at the fretboard, getting started with section 1 of this lesson, learning the soloing positions that Angus Young is using in his solo. The first one you need to learn is going to overlap with the 1 chord in this tune, which is G major. Okay, overlapping with that, we have the G minor pentatonic scale E-shaped position. From that scale, we can get most of the licks that you hear in the early part of the solo. Okay, now the next position that he's going to use is the upper extension of that scale. Okay, it's going to contain the same notes that we have in the main position. Okay, so that is 7, 6, 8, 6, 8. Now the next soloing position he's going to use is going to be very, very similar. Just take that upper extension up a full step, add in 1 note, and there you have BB's box position. In this key, the key of G, 9, 8, 10, 11, that all-important minor third, 8, 10. Okay, so Angus is going to be jumping between those 2 positions. All right, then from there, he's going to be utilizing the same exact positions, just up 1 octave. So, E-shaped position, the upper extension of that scale, and a whole step above that, a reduced version of the BB's box position, because we run out of frets. Okay, that's everything you need to know in order to learn this solo, really understand it, and internalize it. Okay, getting started learning the solo. All throughout, we're going to be jamming over this riff in the key of G major. Looks and sounds like this. This is slightly simplified. Okay, lick number 1 is going to look and sound like this, starting right on the first beat. Okay, and with the count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and... Okay, so we're using that E-shaped position of the minor pentatonic scale in G. We're starting off grabbing 5th fret of the G string, bending it up nice and slow, a full step. And then vibratoing. From there, in the next measure, we're going to play. All right, so that was 3, 3, up to 6 on the B, and then we're going to 5th fret of the G string again. We're going to bend it. All right, so a pre-bend, and then returning down. All right, and make sure you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right there on 4N, you're gonna grab 3, 5. All right, then into the next measure, 5, 5 on the A and D. You put all that together and we have. All right, now into lick number 2. Looks and sounds like this. All right, utilizing some of those pinch harmonics there. Okay, so that started off hammering up 3 to 5 on the D string. That's very, very subtle. Then scaling down. Heavy vibrato on that C note, 3rd fret of the A string. And then, if you're gonna follow Angus's technique, he's going 1 to 3 in a sort of lower extension of that minor pentatonic scale. But you have the option of maintaining your position. All right, just playing 6 down to 3 on the low E. Or, all right, from there we're gonna play. Okay, so right there, we're doing a slight bend on the G string, 3rd fret, then stacking. All right, so that was 5, 5, and then when you return to the D string, you're going to do a pinch harmonic. The way we do that is we make the pick very, 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 very small. It should look like a little bird's beak. All right, then you're going to get a harmonic here, right in front of your first pickup. Just like that. You can do that with the last 2 notes of the lick. All right, you got to practice that over and over again so that your ratio of success improves. You put all that together and we have real slow. And you put licks 1 and 2 together and we should have. All right, now into the next lick. Should sound like this. Okay, so right here, he's bouncing between 2 positions. The upper extension of the minor pentatonic scale. All right, that was 7, 6, 6 on the G and B. Take that up a full step. Repeat that phrase before playing. Okay, a little country bend. 9, 8, 10. Bend it up. Then, with your pinky, grab 10th fret high E string. All right, return down and resolve. All right, you put that into context and we have. All right, then we have the next phrase. Utilizing that BB's box position, we're bending 11th fret of the B string up, then 10, and then alternating 8, 9, 8. Okay, put that entire lick together and we have. You can rake. And then, if you listen closely to the original track, there is a little dead note before he slides up and hits that octave with a big bend. Okay, so far in this solo, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, now into the next lick, we're gonna play. And real slow, we gotta get this part into our ears, then we're gonna break it up into small digestible chunks. So. Okay, breaking it up. Chunk number 1. Okay, so that was the 18th fret of the B string, bending it up, vibratoing, and then calling back to lick number 1. That was 15, 15, up to 18. Pre-bend and return, down to 15. And then landing on the root note, That is the 17th fret of the D string, making sure that I use my ring finger for that specific note. Okay, from there we're gonna play. Okay, so that was 17 down to 15 using some double stops. Then we're gonna bend 17 up a full step and play some country style bends. All right, harmonizing that bent 17th fret of the G string with the B string 18th fret. Bending twice. Before. All right, we're returning down. Okay, so right there we return down 17th fret of the G string, down to 15, and then 17 on the D. Okay, so part 2 of that lick. Parts 1 and 2 together. Then we just have to play all double stops. 17, 15, 17 on the D, and then a slide away. 15 and 15 of the G and B strings. The full lick. And real slow. All right, that gets us into the next phrase, which is gonna look and sound like this. And real slow. All right, very smooth. We're starting off 15th fret of the B string. All right, that note, you can hardly hear it, but it's definitely there. From there, we're gonna bend 18 on the high E string to get us into the next measure. Bend it up, and then come back. Some vibrato for sure before playing. All right, so that was a pre-bend on fret 17. Returning down to 15. Then we're gonna stack. All right, so that was 17, 17, 15, and then a big bend on the B string. 18th fret. So, just like that. Okay, now we're just about ready to wrap up the solo. We just have 2 more licks to go. All right, together they sound like this. Okay, so we're utilizing that same exact trick that we've been doing throughout the solo. All right, so that was 15, 15, up to 18. All right, that pre-bend and return. Now 15, and then now we're gonna slide up. All right, right there, I'm on fret number 19. You put that together and we have. And then the final phrase. Yeah, we could play it here too. And not have to move positions, but I've seen some live footage and Angus is definitely going up to the octave of the BB's box. All right, so right here I'm sliding up to fret number 21. All right, then we're gonna alternate. All right, now fret 22. We're bending it up and returning. And then resolving 20th fret with some heavy vibrato. Okay, so practice all those licks nice and slow, get them into your ear, memorize the way they sound, commit them to muscle memory, and then from there you can start paying attention to the smaller embellishments, how much you're vibratoing, your overall attack, the pinch harmonics, and all that other good stuff. All right, now let's see if we can play through the entire solo at a nice slow tempo. Getting started bending, G string 5th fret over the G major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and octave. Big bend. Alright, and just like that, you're ready to perform the solo. Alright everybody, thanks so much for checking out this lead guitar tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And real quick, I want to thank my patrons for making all these lessons possible. Friends, if you're looking for some extra resources, you can head to patreon.com/swiftlessons, where I have tabs and Guitar Pro, Sound Slice, and a bunch of other great resources to help you with your practice. Until next time, this is Rob coming at you from the Jersey Shore, saying happy picking.